Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is the weekly Squardle. And so I'm going to start with cross because in weekly Squardle, the words cross each other. All right. Well, we got the R and S in place here. We're going to ignore that for now. We're going to work on the right word because it'll potentially give us info about the left word. So I'm thinking about a CK word, ending in CK. Can't use the R though. So I'm thinking like L something CK. Flick comes to mind. Let's just do that. Oh, wow. It's an LZK word. I wonder how many options there are on the right. My instinct is to guess the left word, but if there's only one option on the right, I mean, LACK seems pretty common. Well, slack is what I thought of. Slack and flack, actually. Is there another one? Black is an option. Is it just black? I think it's worth gambling on that. Oh, okay. Well, I did the gamble. There's an A in the middle on the left. We could be something like grass. We ruled out brass, so I think it might be grass. Okay. Both of my words are in traps, apparently. It's not grasp either. Maybe I should have guessed grasp to get that P. I didn't think about it till just now. So what are we ending in? An H? Are we trash? Apparently we are. Let's see. I have to get both of these right now. I think I might lose this one. Okay, let me think about both words. So on the left, what are we down to? Not much can go before that. Ooh, it could be erase, right? We could have the double E erase. That's a contender for sure. Can anything else go before that R? U doesn't look very good. Sorry, you look very good. The letter U in this behind this R doesn't look very good. Honestly, I think it has to be erased, and I'm going to gamble on that. Okay, good. So now we know there's no E on the right. So I think we're LUCK, pluck. Pluck is very plausible, and we only have one guess left anyway, so we're just going to go for it. Oh, wow. Almost all greens, just that one yellow C on the top there. Wow, what a I made a pretty picture here. It's like a pyramid and it's got like fireworks over it or something. I don't know. Erase and pluck, cool. Well, let's do Fibble. So the way Fibble works is it's like Wordle, except one of the letters is lying. So maybe this E should have been yellow or green. We don't know which one's lying. One of them is. We're going to trust that this E is correct. I'm going to move it to the end and we'll use an N or a T probably. I'm thinking of like an ST word. That sounds fun. Stove. No, there's no V. I picked the one thing we can't do. Stole. You know what? Stale. I like getting that A. Okay, so we do have a contradiction here because this says, hey, he's gray, and this says, hey, he's yellow. So they can't both be right, so one of them's lying, at least. Because one of them's lying, anything that these agree on cannot be lying. So the T's are not lying. That's all we get. I'm gonna do another AE word. And so I just have to include the N this time, or the V. It could be fun to do the V. Let's do grave. Ooh. Well, one of these A's is lying, which means there's no E in the word, which means that's the lie, meaning no V or N. So if there's no V, then that's our lie, which means that the A is lying. So from all of that, we learned, we start with GR and all new letters after that. That was unexpected, but maybe I should have. How do we finish this? Group? Oh, that's how we finish it. All right, group in 3. Nice. That was a fun solve. I actually enjoyed that, and I think I did well. Let's play Betweenle. We'll start with lucky. Ooh, very close to the end of the alphabet there. I don't know, 11%? I'm thinking U. Let's try usual. Ooh, not quite. Do I try an early U? Maybe I try a late T. I think that might be better, like twine or something. Okay, so we're actually in the T's. Maybe like tress? Tress of the Emerald Sea? No, not quite. Let's try tramp, Lady and the Tramp. Okay. Trade. I don't have a movie for that. Trust how much she's a book anyway. Track? Are we on the right track? All right. Trace. All right. I used to trace DBZ characters. I was trying to learn how to draw anime, but I'm not good at drawing. So what I would do is I would trace other people's drawings of the anime characters, and then I would trace it a bunch of times, and then I would try to freehand it using the reference, and then I try to freehand it without the reference, and it looked worse every time, but it was fun. I did that in high school. All right. Well, let's do word 500. We will start with trace. One yellow. So I like to trust that it's the E whenever possible, just because E is the most common letter, so it is the most likely to be in the follow-up word. So E could really go anywhere other than the end. I don't know why shell came to mind. I don't really want to do a double letter, so we'll do shelf. 2 yellows. So if we continue to trust the E, which I think I will, we just need an S, H, L, or F to go with it. E not in the middle is interesting. Should we do E second then? I almost wanted to do SA, but we can't do the A there. The A in traces would be red in this case. It might be fun to do as we're starting with E, but I don't know that I see one. I see one, elbow. So this uses the LOL here. So we'd have EL here moved, and then BOW are all new. Okay, so I think I picked the E, which is still yellow, which means there's no L. So I think the E is still right. We just got to keep moving it. So we'll move it here now. H or S, H, or F. S is the most common letter of those. Are we like SE something? Is there a word for that? Just need 3 new letters. Sepia, but we can't do the A. Maybe not. Maybe the S goes elsewhere. So how about genus? That's fun. All right, so maybe the E got placed, because otherwise it's 4th. We have 3 letters from genus. Let's put the E there again. Say we moved the S. The S was right, but we moved it to the wrong spot, and then we need a U, N, or G. I'm not sure which one I want. Out of place. So like NES or something? I don't know. Ooh, Nexus would have been a fun guess too, actually. But we can't do that now. I was thinking about ESKY, but neither G nor N can go at the start there. But I wonder if there's like something similar that I can do. Or like ESIN? Or do we use the U somewhere? I don't see where that U goes. Words don't end in U. EU seems weird. Very weird. And UE also. So I think we don't have the U. I think I can mark that red. So we could do like E, G, I don't know, SEG, segue. Is there like an ESIN? Resin, but there's no R. 7? 7 actually works. I thought that was going to be right. So if this is the case, that means that the S is still yellow. We're grasping here a bit, but I keep doing the assumption until I'm proven. I get backed into a corner and it's proven wrong, and then we have to go reevaluate. But I mean, it's still possible that we've got like, oops, we need one more from here, so we'd have to get the G yellow there. So we've got an S and a G to put somewhere. I don't see how this works. Can't start with S or G. S here, G here. IG. Oh yeah, we have underscores. I forgot. I think I'm backed in a corner at this point. Let's reevaluate. So what if E actually is red everywhere? That means 7 has 1 letter in the correct spot and 1 letter yellow. So like N in the correct spot, S yellow. That would mean these are both yellow. And maybe we got the U correct, ending in UN. And then no E here. So something in trace would be new. Something in shelf would be new. And okay, so I think it's not plausible for E to be red at this point. Because look at this. Let's not even make any assumptions here. Let's just color all these E's red. I did reuse this L. I think I'd have to. So let's say I didn't reuse the L. This is what I was going to go for here. Is we need 1 letter from trace. I'm just going to use the T as a proxy there. We need 1 letter from shelf. I'll use the S as a proxy there. And we need 1 letter from elbow. I'll use the B as a proxy there. And then genus, the S is there. We're fine with the S, but we would need 2 of GNs. So that would be GN. And then, I mean, I guess it's technically possible to not even reuse that L, because the N and the S could be used here. Ooh, so no, we can fit it, but we got to make the right choices. So we have to pick the S here. Oh, I needed 2 from shelf, actually. The 2 from shelf, I think, is the nail in the coffin here. So proxy for trace, proxy for shelf, the S and the H. Elbow, we got to use the proxy for elbow. Then genus, the S, we use the S, but we need to use U, N, or G. Why did I put a G? I meant to put H. Sorry. HB. Yeah, so N and G would both be no. Yeah, we don't have enough room. So maybe with the L yellow both times. That saves quite a bit. So then proxy for trace, 2 proxies for, I did it again, 2 proxies for shelf. We're going to say the S definitely would get used in genus, and then we'd have 2 from genus, and one of them would have to be the N, so that the N could also be used here. And then the S would get reused as well. I'm just going to pick random colors here. So we'd have this. We definitely have this S. Oh yeah, the S would have to be yellow there. So we'd be this. H and F would be gone. So what we've got going on here is we definitely have an N at the end of the word. So we have L, S, N at the end of the word. We need a U or a G, and then something from trace. U or G would be in place. Can't start with S though. It doesn't feel like we can make a word out of this. Like, I feel like we'd probably use the A in trace, so we'd have a vowel. Okay, maybe the G in play. Oh, but we can't put L second. I was going to say GL. But yeah, look at how restricted this L is. So like L here, N here. Maybe it would be LUN with the U green. And then TRAC. Did I? Oh, I need the S somewhere. So like Salon. Okay. I just don't think I don't think this works. So I think I proved that there is an E. That was a lot of work to just learn what I already suspected. There is the possibility that we ended up with 2 E's here, but I don't think so. Just because we're running out of letters. No, it can't be 2 E's because it would be yellow here. Sorry. Whoa, I didn't mean to click. It's yellow in these 3 spots. So if both E's were in, they both have to be green. So this one's not in. So this E is in, but we don't know if it's green or yellow. So the E could be here instead. Or rather, this could be green instead. But it's the same effect. So I need 1 more from shelf, not the L. Something in genus would be in place. So in this case, this would be in place. And then 2 out of place. So we need 2 from, well, no, we need 1 from shelf, SH or F, 2 from genus, 1 from 7, which is probably a repeat from genus, the N or the S. So one thing we know in this case is that both N and S are not in, meaning there is a G or a U, and then an N or an S. If we use this V, we'd have to use both G and U. That seems unreasonable. Okay. We're back here, and I still don't know what to do. It's something to do some kind of filler. What do we want to assume here? Can we exclude the S? Well, yeah. Can we exclude the S is one question, right? We'll use a proxy H for the shelf, and then we can use the N for both of these, and then we need another proxy for genus. And of course, we've got this E in place. So yeah, I mean, that works technically. So in this case, we'd have this N, we'd have this H or F. We don't know which one. This N would be yellow. So like maybe like NE, and then we need maybe like an SH going on here. Kind of like SH, maybe at the end. Oh no, we can't use the S. Sorry, S would be gone. So I don't like SH. I like SH if we use the S from 7. Maybe that's what's happening. So I don't think this is working. So instead of this, we'd actually have the S and not the N. And then we'd use the H. So we'd be ESH or something. And then the G or the U out of place though. So maybe ending in SH. Oof. See, it doesn't work because where's that G or U gonna go? All right, I'm just gonna guess meshy for info. I'm gonna assume we got this and that we're supposed to use the N here. Like HE. So no S, no M, no AY. We need a G or a U. I don't know. I don't think this U can go anywhere. So H-E-G. Maybe N-G? Okay, I'm pretty confident that there's no B or R. Okay, so this last filler, I'm going to do some letters that I'm confident aren't in the word, and we're going to confirm that it turns out all red. Is that better than just doing positive info? I'm not sure. I'm thinking about doing like an ing word as a filler. Something like sling could get some good info here, actually. Okay, I'm going to try that. We'll do sling. Okay, so what did we learn? 1 green and 2 yellows. N could have been placed. G could be out of place. We said L was red. I could be out of place. Like, where's this G go? Okay. Darn it. This is too hard. This is so hard. I didn't get good clues out of any of these. I don't know if sling was the right option here. So we are still going to assume we have an E. That's all red. That's all red. No L. No L. We're going to say no S. Okay, we'll leave that open. I don't know about H or F. We do have an E, though. Only going to use yellows. I don't even want to think about placement yet. We'll think about that later. I think about what letters are forced. So over here, we have to have I, N, and G. I'll make those all yellow for now. Okay. Meshy, we need one of these letters. What are we grabbing from Meshy? I'm not sure yet. 7, we don't have the S. I think we should try grabbing the N. I don't know. Is the V doesn't seem viable here. Because if we break up the V, we then need G and, oh, we know we have this G. So I need an N or a U from here, a V or an N from here, M, H, or Y from here in place. Or it doesn't have to be in place, right? Sorry, just M, H, or Y. Okay, so I need an H or an F. I think it's too many letters. Okay, we have this N. Oh, sorry, we have this N. So we know it's the N, not the U. So yeah, we do have the N, not the V. I don't know why I was thinking so hard about that. So we have E-I-N-G already. So we can only grab one more letter, so it has to be the H. So in this case, I think the only assumption I made was no S in the word, other than the assumption I keep making, which is that there's an E in the word. But I think I proved that you can't really do it if you exclude the E. So that includes the H there. Oh, I think I found it. We got to double check this, but nay might work. The sound horses make. Okay, so nay would be yellow, 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 green here, green here, green here. That's yellow. I'm just coloring it first. Yellow, yellow, green, yellow, yellow. So that looks correct. Is it nay? Oh my gosh. That is so hard. I'm glad it was a hard word and not obvious, to be honest. That took me a long time. Okay, nay. Took me all my guesses. All right, let's do Polygonle. Hexpert is on. We have an 8-letter word today. This repeats. This repeats. So if we did ing, that's both of our repeats. We have to start with ig. Ignoring. Must match the pattern. What is not matching here? Oh, because I used the N again. Ooh, darn. Darn, because ignoring looks so good. Is there another? Do we have to put an N after G? It feels like we kind of have to. Ig. Like, how else do we start with ig? Yeah, I think ing doesn't work. So another option is something like ER, because then we can put R second, and then this letter maybe could be like a T. So we're TR, and then we end in TER. So traitor. No, that traitor is OR anyway, but it also is too short. What's the form of this word? Like an A here and an I here, or something like some kind of vowel-y structure there? That doesn't look very good. This could be really anything that goes before R, but then it repeats over there, so I have to remember these can be any vowels. C? All right, well, I just spent a huge amount of time on word 500, so I'm just going to do a filler here because I can't immediately think of something. So we'll just do machined, see if that E is there. It's not. There's an E, but it's not there. We didn't get very much info, so I'll do robustly as well. Okay, so we start with R, and that's repeated. Then we have this C here. This repeated letter, I'm going to guess is the E. Seems most useful. And then we also have a U and an S somewhere. Ooh. We have an O, U, and we have all of our letters, like O, U, and then S. Recourse. Oh, okay. I was like, that's not a word. No. And then I read it. All right, recourse. Okay, so yeah, this was quite limited, and I was not going to be able to get E anything working. E at the end is the thing to do. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not seeing a huge good pattern here. Recourse and resource are anagrams. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's do the mini. So beginning and end are the same letter. I did tracked last time, but I think the answer's already been tracked, but we'll just do it again. Right, nothing. So we got to come up with something else. Snows. Okay, it is an S. Slids. Sleds. Ooh, SL and then S. Slims. It accepted that. Okay. Don't lose. Slugs. This is the problem. If it's plural, I'm gonna go with slugs. It was slugs. Okay. Wow. All right, let's move on. Do Symble. I'll start with blaze. L might be second. We'll test that with sling. L is not second, so we'll test A second with an AY word. What's a good one? With letters we have left, tacky. I like that. A is not second, so we'll put E second. And we don't end in Y. What do we do here? I can use more than one E, just not at the end, if that helps. Like double E here or an E here. I have other vowels too, so that's not really the issue. If it's not an E there, then it's a B or a Z, so I'd really like to just try an E here if I can. Fever. Let's do that. Okay, really good result, because that means we're EFER, because this means the EER is in place, and then the middle slot has to be a different letter, but EER were already used by green, so the only option is F. And our answer is what? Like, is heifer? Heifer? No. Hold on. The other option is that they're swapped, but that would be weird. How would that even work with double E? I don't think that even works with double E. So, defer. There we go. I was pronouncing it in my head as effer. Ooh, to be defer is a tough word. All right. Tough day today, for sure. We'll do the blind Fusele here. So, we have a twist in every guess. Our first twist is we're banned from guessing the letters that are red on the keyboard here. So R-U-I-O-H-M. So our starting word just can't use that. Defer, unfortunately, we can't start with defer. So let's start with stale. All right, we have an E at the end. S is somewhere, maybe like an SE type style word here. This twist, this cell here, we're just not going to get info from. We won't learn its color. Let's try prose. All right, so now I don't know if this is actually an O or not. It could be either, because we don't know the color. We know there's no R. So what are we doing here? I could try O again here. This twist here, one of the hardest ones, we don't get yellows. We only get green. So we only learn if the letter we guessed is in exactly the right spot. Otherwise, we learn nothing. Chose. All right, so if there's no in the word, it's not here. Now in this twist, we're going to get alphabetical hints. So it's just a better version of this one. In each slot, we will learn whether it'll be green if it's in the right spot. It'll be orange if it's within 3 letters alphabetically, and it'll be gray otherwise. So what do we want to do here? What if I did something like mouse? Ooh. So I think we're house, but in this twist, I have to start with R-I-V. And unfortunately, I don't think I can even use an M here. So this is a throwaway. We'll guess river. And then we'll guess mouse. Ooh, wait, this first letter can't be M. All right, yeah, we'll guess house. Okay. In this twist, we'll get a lie. So if we get it wrong, one of these letters will be lying, but it was just house. Okay. All right, not a tough word here. Just the twists made it difficult to converge on it. Like this O was yellow, and this O would have been yellow if the twist wasn't we don't get yellows. So Kind of annoying that we guessed O twice and still didn't learn that this was an O. All right, cool. Let's play the weekly Squardle. So I think I'm just going to do a starting word here. We'll start with a mouse, and I will explain what all these clues mean from our initial guess here. So we need to find 5-letter words for every row and every column. So you can see how they're all just like intertwined with each other. Kind of like the mini crossword. If you've done the mini crossword, it's basically the same thing, except there's no darked out squares. So these clues are like Wordle clues on crack though. So the black clue here told us that that was an M. It told us there's no M in the puzzle at all. None of these words have an M at all. This red O here has arrows pointing up and down, if you can see them. That means that in this vertical word, there is an O, but we got it in the wrong spot. It's not in this slot here. This yellow S is the opposite. It's saying, hey, there's an S in the row, but we got it in the wrong slot. Now, it also means that this O is not in this word, and this S is not in this vertical word. If we had gotten an orange hint, you can kind of, it would have arrows pointing both ways. That would mean that we got it in the wrong spot in both words. It's in both words, but it's not in the right spot in either one. And then this here, the U means it's correct. So it's a long explanation, but it's also a long game. So thank you for bearing with me there. We learned, so these O's pointing at each other, it makes me want to try O there. This is just a notation. It allows me to, you can notate on the grid what you think is happening as speculation, which is very handy. And this 7 here is how many guesses we have left before we lose. All right, I want to try that O there. I want to try this E at the end of this word here. So we're basically guessing a vertical word here. And otherwise, I just want to use new letters. So it's something to just use all new letters, to be honest. But we'll use that OE. I really think they might be there. Something like route would be good. Okay, well, unfortunately, so we learned there's no R in the entire puzzle. That's unusual. So we got an O-U-T-E. So O is in both of these words, which makes sense because these were pointing at them. U is in I don't know why I guessed route. I don't see how this word could have been U-U. Okay, so there's no way route was going to be correct. This U is likely just pointing at the U we have at the start. Yeah, we learned there's a T at this word and this word. All right. I'm just going to guess all new letters on this one. Let's just do like plaid. I like that. All right, so the white clues tell you, hey, that letter's in the puzzle somewhere. It just wasn't in the 2 words you guessed. And this one's lit up because we haven't found another A clue yet to help us. So something's got an A and we haven't found which yet. Let's think about this word. We have the U placed, the I placed, and we know there's an L in the word. It can't be the word, I was going to say usual, but that doesn't even make sense because that's an I. I'm thinking about ending in IL here, which is what made me think of usual. I was thinking about words that start with U and end in L, but obviously usual is no good. Until, maybe? That seems possible. So then, does that help me elsewhere? Well, we're not going to do TN here. So maybe the T's at the end or at the start. I kind of like the idea of ST here. This S pointing up here and this T pointing up here. And then this can't be an A, O, U, or E. So this would be, or an I. Wait, it can't be A, E, I, O, or U. And it can't be an R. So I think ST just can't happen. Because nothing can go after the ST. This is literally not a vowel. Unless it's a Y. STY? That doesn't seem right. So let's scrap ST actually, because I can't put a vowel here. What vowel can even go in the word? Only A or I can go in this word, not in the middle. So I'm thinking about starting with A here, just to see if this is an A. So is a file a word? No. Agile? I want to end in that LE. Okay. So this is an A. Nice. There's an S and a P in this word. So I think this is an A or an I. Let's experiment with that being an I here. So we're guessing this word. We haven't found the E, but I think we end in E here. These E's all pointing at this one spot here. Makes a lot of sense to me. Especially if you think this is until, then this has to be E. So pretty confident in that E. What goes between an L and an E? It can't be an S. And what goes after this A? I'm wondering if this is an O. We have O's pointing. All right, we are guessing this word here. I'm going to start with S because both of these words have S, so maybe one of them ends in S. This letter, what can it be? It could be an E or an O. What if I guess something like shove? I think that's fine. Or shown? Yeah, I kind of like that N better. Ooh, O-N-E was right. Okay, we got to start getting some words right because we're down to 3 guesses here. When it hits 0, we lose. So when that says 1, we have to get every single guess right as we go. We get a bonus guess for getting 1 right. I should clarify that. So once we get a word right, this increments, but it also decrements for doing a guess. So the only way to gain guesses is to complete 2 or more words at once in one guess. But O-N-E is great. This is not an S. That's not an S. I think this word might start with S. I think both words might start with S. You know what? This could be salad, and I'm going to go for it. Close. Not that close. All right, so we're down to 2 guesses. So we know this isn't an A, E, O, or U. So I think this I is pretty much guaranteed at this point. S-I-L-A, what? And then where's this D go? Are we an L-D-E word? Ooh, look, we guessed salad, which has 2 A's. And look, we got the rare double arrow here. So just like in Wordle, if you guess 2 of a letter in your guess, you learn whether there are 2 of that letter in that guess. So to simulate that, we guess the double A, and this A here has double arrows pointing, meaning yes, there's 2 A's in this word. So this has to be the A. I think alone does not work because L is not in this word. Atone then. Pretty confident about that, but we'll make that not the non-confident note. This is almost certainly sauna. I don't think there's any other word for that. Maybe we can complete this board here. Alien seems quite possible here. S-I-L-A. I still can't think of a word for that. We'll keep going. This D, I don't know where I like it. Maybe here. L-D-E. Like tilde. I don't know if sillet is a word, but tilde makes sense to me here. There's an O in this word, which then would get forced here. Something's wrong. L-O-T something O. Lotto? Yeah, there's a T in this word. There's an O in this word. This would be noted. Okay, some of this is right. So noted and atone I'm pretty confident in. This could be aioli, but then this would be I-I-N-O-T. That doesn't make sense. But I like aioli, and I'm going to guess it. I'm just double checking that we know. Yeah, okay. Aioli was correct. Okay. Until I'm pretty confident in as well, so we'll just guess that one. Yeah. And then noted, I think is pretty good. And that'll complete a bunch of words. Nice. Completed all those words. Now we're up to 4 guesses. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? Do I just guess a tone and then hope sillet is a word? Okay. So what is this letter? I-L-D-E. What else other than tilde? Oh, it has to be a P because we've got a P in the word. Wait. Oh, it's splat. Right, because I didn't know what I-I-N-O-T was going to be. Sorry. I forgot there was a P in the word. All right. I did it. With 5 guesses remaining. Nice. And those are the games for today. If you enjoyed it, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.